Welcome to the Quick and Dirty Show with Nat and Marks, the best place to get step-by-step nutrition and weight loss strategies. Right now, today is the best time to start living a healthier life and to lose a few pounds in the process. Now, have you watched the Truth About Weight Loss video yet? Go grab your own copy of it. natandmarks.ca/free course and learn how you can take the complicated out of losing weight. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I'll talk about improving your food choices and making small changes that will make your eating just a little bit better. I mention it in my Truth About Weight Loss free video series. I mention it on the videos that we shoot when I'm with Marks in the kitchen. And here I am today mentioning it again. The reason I talk about this particular topic so much is because it has the power to shift the way you eat without tons of effort. And I'm known for my simplicity. It's what I do. And if you have been hanging around here, you know I love me some simple and easy to do tasks. And this one that I'm going to talk about today, it is up there on the simple and easy to do scale. Now, if you're one of my nutrition or weight loss students, I don't give you a do eat or a don't eat food list like you would expect. Instead, I empower you to create your own food list and to eat the foods you love that will get you to your goals. So maybe you're not sure what the fuss is about kale. It tastes like dirty socks to you. Then don't eat it. But on the other side, you love iceberg lettuce, the kind that supposedly has no nutritional value. Then add it to your food list. So in today's episode, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to create your own food list so you can eat more of the foods that align with your goals while still enjoying the foods you absolutely love without feeling deprived, restricted, or starving. Let's dive in, my friend. Now, there's a method I use to create food lists called the MSL Method. MSL means more, some, and less. Now, there's a resource available to download that will help walk you through this exercise. So by all means, go grab it before continuing on. The link for that worksheet is in the notes down below. Hit pause and come back to me once you have that worksheet. Now, if you are able to grab the worksheet, great, but if not, a piece of paper will do just fine as well. Now, let's start with creating a list of the foods you love, the foods you want to eat, the foods you can afford, the foods that are convenient for you, and the foods that are readily available at your grocery store or market. Now, hit pause at any time to do this work. So at the end of the episode, you've got your entire food list created. Now, once you create this master list with all of those foods, all of those examples I just said, you're going to organize them into 3 columns. Eat more, eat some, eat less. Why do we organize the foods into 3 columns? When creating your food list, it's important to differentiate between the foods you love that align with your goals, which will be the eat more foods, the foods you love that don't necessarily align with your goals, but you still want to eat them from time to time, which are the eat less foods, and the foods that fall in the middle zone and can be eaten with caution, which are the eat some foods. Now, as you're organizing your list, I want you to keep these ideas top of mind. The eat more foods will be the foods you like, and that will help get you to your goals. Fruits and veggies, lean proteins, lean dairy products, healthy fats, whole grains, and dense fiber carbohydrates. The eat some foods will be the foods that are slightly more processed and aren't as fresh as your eat more foods. These foods are convenient, they might be packaged, And they also may tend to be run higher in fat, calories, and chemicals. Think packaged higher fat proteins, restaurant food, prepackaged meals. Now, the eat less foods will be the foods that are more highly processed, and they might not make your body feel great. They probably won't necessarily help to get you to your goals, but you still love them and you still want to eat them. And here, think more fast food, baked goods, desserts. Now, those examples that I just listed are generalized, so do not feel that you have to perfectly stick to all of those categories and that those are the foods that need to be in your columns. But let's say that most of your meals today are packaged or you eat out. Your eat more list might not contain a bunch of fruit and veggies that you're not going to eat. You might not quite be ready for that yet. So it would be silly and a waste of time to think you're going to make that shift the first time around. A general rule of thumb is to consider what and how you eat today and try to make those foods and your choices just a little bit better. It's also important to note that your eat more column shouldn't be a wish list. It should contain the foods that feel doable rather than a huge sweeping change that won't last longer than 3 weeks. Now, once you're finished with your eat more column, move to the eat some list. Now, what are the foods that are very convenient for you that you still want to eat even though they might be a little more processed? You still can't imagine not including them in your week, but maybe these foods don't make you feel great after you eat them. Populate your eat some column from the master list of the foods that you created in the beginning. That's where you're drawing all your food from, all your food choices from. And this last list is the eat less column. Again, these are typically the foods that are more highly processed, the foods that you might overindulge with, or that might be an overeating trigger for you. And another important note, there should not be any foods off limits. Once you deem a food as bad, it takes on a certain power and all you want to do is eat it. So don't do that. Raise your hand and like this video if you've ever been there before. I can't eat that, and all you want to do is eat your face off with that particular food. This is one of the reasons the eat less category is particularly important. You're giving yourself permission to eat the foods that you might have otherwise deemed as bad, but you're choosing to eat them less often. You're the one in control here, and that is an important differentiation when making lasting change. And I also want to remind you that everybody's MSL Method food list will look different, and that's the point. Depending on where you're starting, your more foods might look like someone else's less foods, and that's okay. You need to start where you are. My eat more list will look different than yours because I've been at this a long time and have been making my food choices just a little bit better for years. Ours will look different based on our likes, our dislikes, where we live, and what we can afford. All these variables are what makes our food choices unique to us. So do not fret, my friend, if you're not eating all of the fruit and veggies from the beginning. You'll get there. Consistency is key. Now over to you. It is your turn. I'd love to hear from you. Did you have a moment that the learning, like how to create your own SML food list? Did you have this aha moment? Leave me a comment and let me know below. And of course, while you're there, I would love if you could hit the like and the subscribe button. And if you want more strategies like this, head over to natandmarks.ca/free course and sign up for that free video training. You will get a video training that is packed with doable strategies for losing weight with ease. And as always, remember, Why settle for average when greatness is within your reach? Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week on The Quick and Dirty Show.